All right, what is up, YouTube? I'm here at the shop today. I wanted to get my XRC cleaned up. Went for a night ride the other night to try to find some snow, and all I found was mud. Sucks, man. January 17th, 18th, or whatever right now, and Utah has not got hardly any snow. It's like 50 degrees outside, sunny. It's weird weather, man. Weird weather. But yeah, I wanted to kind of go over what I do to wash up my rig. So it's kind of crazy. You buy these $30,000 rigs, and then you're supposed to go out and pound rocks and trees and sand and mud, and it is hard to get that first scratch on your rig, and you really want to take care of it. I mean, half these things are more expensive than your car. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You're going to go out, and if you want to have fun, you know, it's going to get dirty. It's just part of the deal. So anyways, I was going to get it washed up. I want to get working on I'm going to work on my kind of last long-term review of this thing. Like, I think I've got enough of different types of riding that I can give you guys a good perspective. But anyways, I wanted to wash it up, and I wanted to kind of show you what I do. Obviously, I know you guys don't all have a detail shop. So I do cars, if you guys don't know. So I have a nice place to wash my rig. I am lucky. But even if you got a garage or your driveway, the same stuff will apply. So this thing was really dirty. So the first thing that I did is I went to the coin wash, and I went ahead and just spent $3 or $4 and I sprayed off the chunks, because I don't really want, 25 pounds of dirt sitting in my garage. So I'll get the main stuff, the big stuff off. And now I've got it back here, and I'm going to kind of go through, get it cleaned up and get it ready to ride the next time I want to go out. So because I do cars, I've kind of got some car experience from washing, and I've got some equipment that I thought you guys might like to see how I do it. So first thing, get yourself a good, cheap electric pressure washer. I've had this guy forever. It's a little more on the expensive side, but man, AR Blue is the company that I've used, and I'm not getting promoted to say this, but they have been awesome. They seem like, for electric pressure washers, they're super high quality, haven't had hardly any problems. And this thing has got just abused. I mean, abused for 4 years now through my detail shop. So I'll link the more expensive one. The cool thing about the expensive one, it actually looks different now. They've changed the casing. The cool thing about the expensive one is that you can run hot water through it, and it is like next to bulletproof. I've literally used it hours every day for 4 years. But this is the one that I would recommend for most people. You can't run hot water through this one, but it's 2,000 PSI. It's been super reliable, and it's cheap. These are between $100 and $200, and it's just a quality electric pressure washer that will really help if you guys are washing your rigs. Get a cheap electric pressure washer. You will not regret it. It's nice to have. I do have like this spot-free rinse system. It's what do they call it? Spotless. CR Spotless. The verdict is still out on that thing. I'm not. It works, but the media doesn't last very long. The stuff that cleans the water does not last very long, so I'm not super stoked on that. I use 2 wash buckets. So I've got one to wash, then I rinse the mitt to kind of get the dirt, and there's what's called a grit guard in there. Keeps the dirt off your mitt, so you're not scratching things up when you're going back over it. I've got some wheel cleaner, some degreaser, and then after, for little, I'll show you guys on the little Rocky Mountain pinstripes, I like to go over it with just like a spray wax. And a lot of these little scratches and stuff on your stickers here are more marks than they are scratches, and so you can get a lot of those to come off and make it look really good. But yeah, anyways, so 2 buckets, just some good car wash soap. I can link some. I'll link some for you guys. I'll link all the stuff. If you guys want it, use my links. It helps me out. I appreciate it. But regardless, I wanted to show you how I wash my stuff. The other big thing, which I'm excited to show you, is this guy, and it's kind of beat too, but this is called a Master Blaster. And it's a blower, and it is awesome for your final clean of your side-by-side. It just blows everything out, gets all the water off. So I'll show you guys the process, but super cool tool. I think they're $300 or $400, but honestly, they're worth it. We use the crap out thing, and it's been bulletproof too. You can see it looks like it's been through a war, but it's been awesome, awesome. You want to get a hose extension for it. It comes with kind of a short hose, but awesome, awesome machine or equipment, piece of equipment. All right, I'm going to switch over to my other camera and probably do some I'll probably speed up me washing it and go over a few things, but let's do it. All right, guys, what is up? So let's go ahead and we're going to start spraying it off. The first thing I want to do is just get as much dirt off this thing as possible with my pressure washer. So I'm going to go through, I've got hot water running through this pressure washer. It's not necessary, but it is nice. I'm going to go through, degrease the wheels and tires. I'm going to go top to bottom. And I'm going to even spray out kind of some of the inside. That's one of my gripes. I want to do PCI radios and a few other things, but then you have to be super careful washing the inside of your car. So I kind of love that I can kind of spray it out right now. So that's something I'm going to have to try to figure out. But anyways, top and bottom, let's just get the bulk of the dirt off this guy. All right. There's always a ton of dirt in the bead box, so it's nice again having a pressure washer just to blow it off. All right, we have gone through and just thoroughly got the rest of the chunks of dirt off of it. And I'm just gonna go over, I'm just gonna mitt the whole thing. We're just gonna wash it inside and out, and then I'm gonna rinse it one more time, and I'll probably use my other pressure washer for that. But yeah, again, I know I have a detail bay, it's not the same for everybody, but definitely helps. If you don't have your own pressure washer, you're spending a lot of quarters at the coin machine. So get a cheap pressure washer, blow the big chunks off at their place, come back here, get the rest. The bead blocks get a lot of dirt in the ring, between the ring and the wheel, and then always inside of the door. I notice a lot, you'll forget it, but there's a lot of dirt that goes inside the door on the bags. So yeah, I just want to kind of get it all. There's a lot of little crevices, nooks and crannies in these things, and it kind of makes them hard to get everything out there, but I'm sure you guys are the same. You spend a ton of money, you want to take care of your machine, and at least I do. Maybe I'm the only one that wants to clean the machine good, but anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and wash it now. Soaking. We do a little degreaser and wheel cleaner. I'll get the engine good too. Keeping your engine clean, you know if you got a leak or a problem, it's always good to do. All right, let's rinse her. At this point, I typically squeegee things up and then move to the drying process. All right, you can see there was a lot of dirt still left on that thing. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the Master Blaster. So we'll get that out and get that going. Got all the bulk of the dirt. We've got it washed. It's time to dry it off now. Definitely, I spent a lot of time on the rims and tires. The bead locks in between this groove, they always hold a ton of dirt. So a little extra time with the pressure washer there helps. Got everything degreased. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Check out the motor, nice and clean. A little bit of degreaser and a pressure washer, and she's all cleaned up. So if you have any leaks, you will see them hopefully next time. But okay, so yeah, so we've got it cleaned. We've got it rinsed off, soaped, and rinsed again. And now it is time to start the drying process. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Master Blaster over here, our blower, and the other thing is a good chamois. So if you're gonna use a chamois, you want a Wringer. It's not just to pull the water out, which it does great, but it also gets all the dirt out of the chamois, so you're not scratching your car with the dirty chamois or towel. But you definitely want to, I like chamois better than towels. Unless the very end you can use a microfiber if you want to get crazy, which I'll show you that too. But anyways, so there you go. So we'll go to the drying portion and I will be right back. All right guys, so time to get drying. So I'll probably just throw some music and speed this up or something, but Anyways, I love this thing. It's just a big industrial kind of shop blower. It's like an air hose, but with a lot more CFM. You can use an air hose too, I guess, but this works better. It's heated, filtered air, and it just makes a job like this easy. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so it's spray wax time, and I just found this kind of helps your Rocky Mountain pinstripes or your little kind of brush scratches. Let's pull it up a little closer. And the door here, you can kind of see there's just a lot of like kind of lighter marks. We like to ride in the woods, so it just happens. Like I said, I try to stay out of them, but it's impossible, and especially on your passenger side, you always end up hitting more stuff on that side. But this is super simple. Just get a nice microfiber and just kind of go over the stickered plastic, and it makes it look a lot better. Kind of gets rid of a lot of those marks. And it's not perfect. I still got, I still have light scratches, which we could kind of wax out, but I think it looks good. And I usually only do a few. These half windshields, be super careful. Don't wipe them ever when they're dusty. You're just gonna have to wait till you get back to your place. You barely touch them with a rag and any dirt or anything, and they just get scratched. But the spray wax is also good for kind of cleaning that. Get all your glass looking good. All right, there you go. Washed up. Like I said, I just like to keep it clean. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna air up all my tires. I run my tires at 10.5 PSI. Make sure it's fueled up, ready to go for the next ride. And just kind of get everything ready, but yeah, you spend a lot of money on these things, you might as well take care of them. We've got her all degreased, shined up pretty good. And again, I know that not everybody has a wash bay, I get it. But you have a house and you can probably afford a cheap pressure washer. So I wanted to show you guys this stuff. Now it's time to go get it muddy again. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody. I've had a lot of fun with side-by-sides, and we'll see you on the next one.